was the DNA.
It was always going to be DNA that solved this case. So that was ultimately, any investigation, that's where it was ultimately going to lead. We went from kind of cautiously optimistic to subdued celebration, I guess. But we also knew that we needed a better sample of DNA. And so we continued surveillance and got a better sample of DNA that we were able to do a full profile on. And that full profile, of course, led to that 100% match.
I could see that you would have some difficulty with it.
You know, there's going to be discussions about privacy and public nature of these databases, like there is on everything, and that's fine. Those are discussions for other people to have. Our need is to solve crimes and bring offenders to justice and give justice to victims, which is what we did here.
Well, no, because they couldn't get a hold of the DA's office.
Yeah. We have a significant timeline to fill in as intricately as we can, the last 40 years. Not only the last 40 years, but the 10 years before that these crimes are being committed. So all that to say is he's got a lot of stuff in that house, a lot. So all of that stuff has to be gone through methodically and meticulously, and we don't have the advantage of knowing what is useful, right? So we find a receipt or we find a piece of paper, we don't know. We might say, okay, well, this really doesn't have anything to do with back then, but hey, maybe it has something to do with our timeline.
I understand he was on your radar for 6 days.
Yeah, it's disappointing that an officer might use some of the things that he learned to do devastating harm in people's lives, but it's also gratifying to know that as a profession, we were able to catch that and make the right decision once it became known to us. Obviously, once we got the hit, there was a lot of investigation.
He deserves a fair trial.
Of course he does. He totally does. I mean, he's presumed innocent until proven guilty. That's what this country stands for. We have the law that suggests that he is innocent until they prove him guilty. And that's what I was going to ask everybody to remember, because I feel like he's been tried in the press here already. I've gotten no discovery from the district attorney's office. They advise me it's forthcoming. It could be hundreds of thousands of pages, which is what I expect, but I don't know anything today about that.
But in this case, he showed up in a wheelchair.
Well, I can't speak to his medical condition. I'm just telling you, they told me that he was in medical being cleared to see where he would be placed and so forth. We knew it was going to be newsworthy. I don't think we expected it was going to be anything like this.